Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Hits and Picks, Week 6, Season 3. I think I said that out of order, usually the way that I usually do it, but I wasn't here last week, so I have an excuse. Someone got married. Shout out Jacquez. Shout out Courtney.
Shout out.
Two Courtney Draginskis now. Crazy. Boys,
You guys shouldn't have been allowed to do that.
it's going to get confusing. Really confusing.
I mean, do you guys have nicknames?
No.
Court.
You just go
Courtney.
Is
CD
one Courtney?
I think we should do CD1, CD2.
I like that. I
You like that?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't understand how Christmas is going to work from now on. I feel like that is going to be the biggest, most confusing headache of your lives.
Yeah.
Like from like more so your parents' perspective and the outside perspective. Because it's natural just to write like Courtney or like Courtney Draginski.
Yeah.
And now you're going to have to be like Courtney Draginski A.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's going to get confusing.
but shout out.
Yeah, shout out to them. What's up, guys? You guys have a good week? Good week?
I did.
I did.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been down here. I just got back from Phoenix yesterday.
How was that?
I was at a work conference. It was cool.
Mhm.
But I feel like it should be illegal to go somewhere with that big of a time change for less than a week. Because I didn't realize all day Sunday while I was there, I thought I was only 2 hours behind.
Is it 3?
It's
Well,
3.
because Arizona doesn't do daylight savings. It's
Oh, okay.
3. So I'm sitting there watching Sunday Night Football, and I'm like, how is this on right now?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, shit. It literally took me all day to realize it.
Yeah.
Arizona does it right.
Arizona does.
I love
Was
Arizona.
it hot?
It's hot, but it's not humid.
Yeah.
So like I'm standing outside, it's like 80 degrees, but it doesn't feel
Yeah.
You're just
You're
hot,
not like
but
sticky.
you're not
and-
sweating like
yeah.
crazy.
And in the shade, it's always perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it was fun. I stayed in a casino.
Oh, that's lit. You gamble at all?
I did not gamble, but I
Uh-huh.
had my fair share of drinks at the casino bar.
Okay.
It was fun. I got to link up with one of my colleagues that we normally are just over the computer with.
Mhm.
So that was cool to kind of hang out with him. Shout out my man Chuck. His cousin, I gotta remember this correctly. His like cousin's married to like Blake Shelton or something. So he
Mhm.
said Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani are like at all the family events. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. Very fun. How about yourself, old boy?
I had a pretty relaxing weekend. I don't even remember what I did half the time, but Saturday night just watched the game with my brother, and that's about it.
Yeah. I caught the fourth quarter of that game.
WVU and TCU.
Yeah, I think it's maybe not the whole fourth quarter. I was also pretty drunk, but I definitely saw some of the game.
It was a fucking good game.
Yeah, so let's just bounce into it. 2 weeks ago, I said some things about WVU after they beat Pitt. I'm still gonna stand by it, okay? But you know what? I don't know what I think about them right now. Boys, I need you guys to walk me through what you're thinking right now, because they're almost playing like an old school style of football, I think I'd put it.
I
Like
love
just
it.
smash mouth. Like the way they're playing is obviously working very well for them. What's your boys' thoughts? I mean, that's at what, 17 point? Was it 17 point dogs?
13 and a half, 14.
13 and a half.
When
14?
kickoff happened,
Yeah,
I
when
think it was
kickoff
13
happened.
and a half.
Yeah.
And I mean, you win straight up.
Yeah,
Did you put one of your money line bets in on that?
I did.
Oh, we both did.
Okay. What'd you, 100?
Yeah. Well, I didn't end up betting. I think I came out clean with like 250.
Okay.
And that's with other bets and stuff.
Yeah.
Just saying like, yeah, I came out up like 250 bucks.
Okay, just the WVU game, what'd that pay?
Well, all I bet was WVU.
Okay.
So I was just doing some parlays
Yeah.
and stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to think of how to word this. I think when it comes to West Virginia football and the new age of football, everybody is kind of stuck in, and I'll use a West Virginia example, like a Geno Smith or Will Grier era, where you feel like you have to throw bombs down the field, you have to pass the entire game to win. And I think that's kind of how college football
Well,
is
that's Big 12 football.
for sure.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of the direction where football has been kind of going.
Mm-hmm.
I think why WVU is so intriguing is because they just went back to an old school style.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, we're going to run it down your throat. We're going to pass it when we need to. And our defense is going to be lights out when it has to be. I mean, we blocked 2 field goals. I think an extra point maybe.
I think it was just the 2 field goals.
Just the 2 field goals. So I don't know. Where I'm sitting at WVU is I'll put it like this. Everybody always compares stuff to the year prior. The year prior, TCU was in the national championship game. The quarterback that we played against was supposed to be the quarterback that was supposed to be TCU's quarterback last year,
yeah.
but he got hurt, and obviously Max Duggan did his thing. So if they thought that this quarterback was going to be better than Duggan, yes, I know players and everything switch up, but I think going into Fort Worth at a night game, where not a soul thought we were going to win, and we come out and win, I'm kind of sitting at I'm staying really even. I'm excited, but also I think I've shifted my whole mentality to where it's 1-0 every week.
That's
like,
all it can be.
I'm not looking down the schedule anymore. I'm not like thinking like, oh, this is going to be a win or this is going to be a loss. I know going into every game that we can win, and I actually truly believe that for whoever we line up against, solely because our defense is playing so lights out.
Yeah, it's playing very well right now.
There's not a game on our schedule where we can just throw up a dud and win. Like, we got to come out and play good every week to win. But that TCU game, it should have been worse.
I didn't see
so
really any of it.
In like the first half, we had a punt. It hit one of their guys' helmets, and there was a guy 5 yards back from the returner, popped right into his hands.
Yeah.
So they got that. And there was another punt where they muffed it, and they miraculously came up with it again. So that was 2 that we should have had. And there was like 3 interceptions that we just dropped.
I'm pretty sure we missed 4 or 5 interceptions
like
and 2 pick sixes that literally hit their hands and hit the ground, and it was catch and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I am excited. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I'm not excited, but I'm doing my best to keep things on an even level, and I fully am trusting the climb. I really am.
You got to.
And one amazing thing is CJ Donaldson's not like playing that great.
He's not.
Which good, like do it now to where we're not facing like Oklahoma yet, and then get up to speed later. Like he's been dealing with some shit or something like that. But like he'll eventually turn it on, I think. And our backup, Jaheim White's been playing good.
Yeah, they said he's the fastest guy on the field. He's supposed to be a tank. And I always forget we have Justin Johnson that's just waiting to play too.
And there was another play in the game. Hudson Clement
scored.
It was, I don't know if I could like say that was definitely down. He should have been called down on the field. Then okay, can't overturn it. But since you called it a touchdown, it was too iffy for me, and then they didn't score right there.
Yeah.
So that should have been another 7 points. So I think the game should have been worse.
Yeah, we were in a situation to where if we would have lost that game, I would be sitting here telling you that we physically handed them the W.
Yes.
Like I kind of agree with you. I mean, we probably should have won by like 10, maybe 14, honestly, even 17 if some of those plays would have switched. But we won. Chalk it up. Mounties are 4-1, and
got some top 25 love this week too.
We did
5 votes, I think I saw.
Yeah. So this week, if we win, we still won't be top 25.
I can't wait
or
for
next
this
week.
game. I'm so excited. I should have put that on this.
Houston.
It's
so
next week.
It's
can.
Thursday.
Or yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, you're right.
And then
It's
Oklahoma
Thursday
State,
too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if we record Wednesday, we could put it on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for that game.
So if we win the next 2, Houston, Oklahoma State, we should be in the top 25. There's no reason we shouldn't be.
Is it in Houston?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's a trap game. Jake was just saying.
It is a trap game, and that's honestly, I never would be sitting here being like, oh wow, I'm happy the bye weeks before a 1-3 team or whatever. But games like this, schedules don't matter. It's a completely different thing, and if
you already know Dana's going to want that game bad.
For sure.
If there was one game this year he wants,
This one.
it's that behind like Texas and Oklahoma.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, and just like I told Brady, it's kind of crazy if you since Texas and Oklahoma's an SEC school now, we're winning the Big 12 currently,
Yeah, that's a fact.
which is wild.
That is a fact. That
Which
is
is
a
wild.
fact.
So I'm wondering if Oklahoma wins this weekend
I don't think they have a chance. We'll get into that though.
and then WVU beats Oklahoma, like that could we could get in then to the Big 12,
no doubt.
which is crazy
Yeah.
because before this year I would have said there's no chance. Even now it's like probably not going to happen. Like the odds are against us by far, but there's a
Don't
chance.
take this the wrong way because, like I said, WVU is playing well, but it's helping that the Big 12 stinks.
Oh, besides like Oklahoma,
stinks.
Texas, it's bad.
It's not good.
It's
yeah.
really bad.
Yeah, it
and we
is.
don't play Kansas, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and just to say this, and then we can move on. But I'm to the point now to where when I'm watching WVU, my feelings have shifted now to
Mhm.
where, and I haven't felt this way in years, to where I'm watching the game and regardless what happens, I know we're still in this game.
Yeah.
Versus where like before, if we get down 7, I'm like, this game's fucking over.
Well,
no
the,
chance.
the only thing that might kill them from what I've seen from the, if they go down a couple scores, it's going to be tough for them to come back.
Their,
The
their
style of football they
offense
play.
isn't built to come back.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
That's what I'm
like
saying.
Matt Canada
Yeah.
said about the Steelers. Fucking idiot. One stat I saw.
Jesus.
I'm so fired
Fucking
up
idiot.
One stat I saw about WVU. They're 9th in the nation in possession.
I saw that
Which
today.
is huge.
That is
Oh,
huge.
that's what they need to do.
Play to your strengths.
Yeah. So I don't even want to talk about Pitt.
You got to say at least one thing.
Phil got benched, which is a good thing. They got a bye
That-
week this
that's
week
a positive.
as well.
Do you
I
think
looked
he
at-
was waiting for the bye week to bench him?
I don't know. I don't know at this point. Thankful I didn't have to watch any of that game Saturday night. I was very happy about that. I don't know. The rest of the year, I looked at the schedule the other day. Unless one of these quarterbacks come in and play very well, I think they only have a chance of winning one more game. That's no exaggeration. I think they could beat Boston College at home, and that might be the only other game they can win.
And Boston College played FSU real tough
Yeah, I
too.
know.
So
I know. I thought they'd beat Virginia Tech, and Virginia Tech just smoked them.
I mean,
Isn't it crazy how football works though? Because literally and rightfully so, the beginning of the season, you're like, we can almost hang in the ACC.
Yeah.
But we've all done it with all of
Yeah.
our teams. It's just wild how quickly dynamics can shift anywhere.
It's terrible.
That's why college. Well, I know it's terrible for your
Yeah.
instance, but that's why college football is like the best.
well, you can't go into a season with your favorite team being like, we're going to be terrible, which is almost what we were doing. And it somehow worked out so far for us.
If I
paid
thought we were
off.
going to be terrible, I would have admitted it, but I never expected the Phil experiment to go this bad. And it went really bad. Like,
JT Daniels bad.
I saw. I got to tell you boys a story, too, from at the wedding. I just lost my train of thought. So they went down, Pitt went down 7-0. I was just kind of paying attention a little bit on my phone. I saw they tied it back up 7-7 real quick. And Bonnell was there at
Yes,
the
he
wedding.
was. He
Yeah.
sat next to me.
shit.
Shout out
Yeah.
Bonnell.
Yeah.
Shout out Bonnell. Very good to see you, brother.
So I was like talking to him about the game and stuff, and I said Pitt tied it up 7-7. I was like, Phil threw a 75-yard touchdown. He's like, it had to have been a screen pass. I was like, yeah, you're probably right. So I get on Twitter and look, he threw a 75-yard dime down the field. I'm
Was
like,
it the bub?
It was the bub. It was the bub. I was like, where the fuck did that come from? His stat line at one point was, I think, 4 of 13, 178 yards and 2 touchdowns. You're 4 of 13.
Jesus.
So he's finally done. We're 1-4. We stink. Just upset someone. We got Notre Dame, Florida State back to back. Just beat one of them.
I mean, no expectations. You just hope for an upset.
Yeah.
And
Just hopefully
Try to enjoy it.
Vair or Yarnell come in, whoever they're going to play. I'm going to say probably Vair. Hopefully they play well, and we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
So-
it can happen. Wasn't it the year before Kenny? Well, Kenny P was the quarterback, I think, but the year before you guys were really good, didn't you only win 4 games, and that's when you went into Clemson and beat them when they were like ranked
We
the second.
Yeah, I
team
think
in the
they
country?
went 5-7 that year, and yeah, it was Nate Peterman.
Nate Peterman. Okay.
Yeah. And then I don't know if it was the year after or 2 years after when Pickett was a true freshman. It was his first ever start. They beat Miami when Miami was ranked second in the country.
Shout out
Anything's-
Nate Peterman,
Pitt's
one of the
known
worst
for it.
NFL quarterbacks.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Pitt's known for doing this, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anything's possible, but
Yeah.
it's funny. So I wish I could have hung out at your brother's wedding longer, but I had to get up to the airport. But I got to hang out with Bonnell, and it was just so funny catching up with him. And
How shocked were you when you saw
dude,
him?
I was pumped. I was literally pumped. I was like, Bonnell, what's up? And then, like, sat with him and Holly and just bullshit
Yeah.
and caught up on life. And we're sitting there at the table, and he's just like getting ready for speeches. And he's like, wonder if Ty's going to do it. And I was like, do what? And he's like, I told Ty he better give out a lock during his speech.
Sorry, I was gonna tell.
Go ahead.
Were you still there for the speech?
I saw it, yeah.
Okay.
And then he did it, and Bonnell went nuts. So I
Yeah.
was like, let's go.
So at the very end of the speech, I kept meaning to, like, all day. I was like, I gotta find the game. Like, I need to look. And I just never did it. So we're getting ready to enter. I was like, fuck, I don't have a game. So I hurried up, scrolled through my phone. I was like, I'm going with my boy Rattler. So at the end of the speech, I'm like, oh, by the way, South Carolina plus 11.5 is a lock tonight.
It was awesome.
They didn't cover.
No, they didn't.
They didn't cover. So
Fuck yeah.
that was a good time. So yeah, that's all I got on college recap.
Yeah.
Tez Walker's eligible for UNC
I saw
now.
that. Yeah.
That's huge. I'm waiting for his prop to come out this week. I'm betting it no matter
You
what.
gonna pound it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna go over. They're gonna feed him the
You don't
ball.
care?
Yes.
Yeah, they're ranked like 14th, I
Yeah,
think, right
they
now.
are.
They're up there
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
high.
they're playing good football.
Which, that's kind of fucked up of the NCAA. Be like, 4 or 5 games in, you're good. You can play now.
It's
Like,
weird.
You can use your whole year of eligibility.
Yeah. So
Yeah, dude, I just saw the NCAA. Like, the NCAA is making all these corny rules now. I saw one of them they're trying to get by is that teams aren't going to be allowed to Photoshop pictures of recruits or whatever, and they're trying to go that nitpicky.
yeah.
They're trying to still have control when they have none.
No, it's the Wild West.
Yeah.
We've been saying that. But I don't have records. I have been a terrible leader. I haven't had my book for a couple weeks, so I'm gonna have to go back. I have our picture written down in the book from 2 weeks ago. So, and then I have the pictures of everyone's picks from this past week in our group text. So I don't have records right now. So
I
I'll just say
know
that straight up.
I know mine. I'm 30 and 23.
Okay, I have no clue what mine is. He
Yeah.
knows his too.
Mine is 33 and 22.
Wow, you
Well,
did get hot.
The last 2 weeks NFL, I went 10-0, which I didn't realize until today.
So mine, I have no clue. Melvin's, I have no clue. Next week, I will know that. I will have it all updated next week. So
Who's Melvin?
Yeah, who's Melvin?
yeah, that's very true. I don't think we're kidding anymore. If anyone out there wants to be an intern, you just let us know.
Yeah, it's a
So-
joke until it's not. So we're
yeah,
hiring.
at this
dude.
point, I do not think it's a joke.
yeah,
so-
me neither.
And I really hope he hears this and texts us and just starts crying. So
You guys are making fun of me on the podcast again.
So, all right, we just want to get into the games then.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I don't have a lock.
I gotta
either.
pick mine on the
I
spot.
don't have
boys.
the big hitter.
I don't have a big hit either. so-
I have like 7 I could give out.
All right, good.
real
Then
real
you,
quick.
you might have to just give the big hitter yourself.
No, I'll get one. I'll get one. But we will start with the games. Jake, you just want to start us off, and then we'll just go around.
Yeah.
All right. All right. First game, the Red River. Can I say?
Yes, you can.
Can I
There's
say
only
it?
one way
Or
to say.
Are
it.
we gonna get canceled?
No, there's only one way to say.
Red
it.
River shootout.
That's right.
Was it number 12 Oklahoma at number 3 Texas? Texas is -6.5. Over under is 60.5. This is a neutral game, right? Neutral site,
Yes.
Yeah,
this
every
is-
year, that's
it's
what I
at the
thought.
Texas State Fair,
which is sick.
which is so
Yeah,
sick.
it
and,
is.
and I'm pretty sure if I remember it correctly, it's also very close to Oklahoma too. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure where they have it in Texas, it's like 8 miles to Oklahoma.
Okay.
So I think it's relatively close. This pick for me is solely a try to make sure that Oklahoma's as good as possible when they play WVU. But with that being said, I think Oklahoma doesn't have that great of a defense. I know they were in a battle with Iowa State last week, and Texas has just been rolling. But this is a big game. Anything can happen. 6.5 points. I'm going to take Taylor Gabriel in the points here and take OU plus 6.5.
You remember last year when I couldn't say Red River Rivalry?
Yeah.
I was thinking about that all day. I was like, I hope they don't use that. I'm going to. So I feel like the obvious pick people want to take is the over. I'm thinking 16.5 is a lot, so I'm going to go under the 16.5. I can't pick the spread. This game could go either way.
It's true. This game's always electric.
Yeah,
It is
I'm taking
always
the over. I
electric.
take the over in this game every freaking year.
I hate how this is a noon game. It should never be a noon game.
I think
and
it
always
is every year. Yep.
Is it always at the Texas State Fair?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Fucking
sure.
change that.
Yeah.
Do away with that.
So yeah, I'm taking the over. I'd take the over in this game every year. I always root for points in this game. So I mean, it's literally supposed to be a shootout. So I mean, yeah, give me the over. Pow, pow, pow. All right. Number 23 LSU at number 21 Missouri. LSU's -5.5. Over under is 64.5.
So, just from looking at games each week, it always seems like LSU never plays to their potential, and Missouri always does. Missouri is at home, and I will be taking the home dog. I will be taking the Tigers +5.5.
I love the reasoning for that, but I'm gonna LSU
This
lost
spread
last week,
scares
right?
me. Yeah.
I'm gonna take LSU -5.5. I think they need to claw back. They're at 23. They need to claw back up to like 15, 12. So
Their
this
season's
is
over.
this is gonna start it. I
Wait,
think.
is this the Tony the Tiger Bowl?
Yeah,
Are they both Tigers?
yeah.
yeah.
dude. Tony
LSU
the
has some
Tiger.
receivers too.
Yeah, they
they're
do.
nice.
Yeah,
Um,
but their coach sucks.
Yeah, he does. He's awful.
Oh, can I just throw this in here real quick because it popped in my head?
Yeah.
I placed the future a
Oh,
week ago,
wow.
I think.
Okay.
I think I took Washington at 20-1.
I don't hate that.
That's not. They got 3 number 1 wide receivers. That's not a bad
Dude,
bet.
their receivers are nasty. I was listening to someone today. They got like 2 like top offensive linemen. Penix is just a dog. It's so wide open this year. Why not take a shot? And I've loved watching them. They're so fun to watch.
They're only going to win shootouts.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it's
got them
not
at
gonna be
20-1. I
low
put
scoring.
$50 on it. It pays $1,000.
And
So,
I like that. I might have to bet that too.
yeah,
and they got great colors.
they do have nice
and
colors.
that helps.
Yes.
That helps.
So
Are they going to be Big 12, Big 10 next year? Yeah, them in
Yes.
Oregon. That sucks. I wanted one of them to go to.
Yeah, them, Oregon,
12.
USC, and
UCLA.
UCLA.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
all right. I'm taking Missouri +5.5. I feel they're just. Did they lose a couple weeks ago? Or are they still undefeated?
I feel like they lost one.
Okay, you might be right. I feel like I've just been.
Are you sure? I think they might be undefeated.
I might be wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
I
think
don't
they're
know.
undefeated.
I'm taking Missouri +5.5 at home too. I don't know if this Brian Kelly thing is working at LSU. I know our old intern would love to hear that, but he's not here. So
Missouri is 5-0,
yeah, that's what. Yeah,
and Bleacher Report says the spread's all the way down to 4 now. Jesus.
We got it at a good time.
yep, we did. So I'm taking Mizzou +5.5.
Which, I mean, 4, 5.5 normally doesn't make a difference.
No.
All right. Number 10 Notre Dame at number 25 Louisville.
Skipped one.
Did I? Yeah. Okay. Number 20 Kentucky at number 1 Georgia. Georgia's -14.5. Over under is 48.5.
This game is so hard for me because Georgia has been playing so bad.
Dude, sorry to interrupt
You're
again.
good.
Did Brock Bowers just absolutely cook in the second half last week?
Yeah,
Because people were talking about him all week. I
He's
heard
the
people
reason they
talking
won.
About him. That's what. Yeah.
he had
like-
140 yards.
I don't know,
Something
but I
crazy.
just saw people talking about him like it was just an unbelievable.
Dude, there's a
performance by him.
Heisman campaign behind him now.
Really?
Yeah.
He'll never win as
Well,
a
yeah,
tight
because
end.
he's a tight end.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll never win, but it's crazy that people are like, he should fucking win the Heisman. So this is what's hard for me. I'll keep it a buck with y'all. Georgia's been playing so bad, and Kentucky has been playing so good.
Last week,
Who'd they play last week? They smashed Florida,
Yeah,
didn't
they
they?
did.
yeah,
smash
but
Florida.
O'Leary didn't play good, I don't think.
But
yeah,
they
but
still-
that running back had 200-something yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still
O'Leary
smashed
has
them.
been, I think, a disappointment so far.
Well, he doesn't drink mayonnaise coffee. That's what fucking happens. Dude.
9 of 20 for 69 yards, but their running back had 280 yards.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he went. I think he had 100 some in like the first half or first quarter or something stupid.
And this over and under is very hard for me too because it seems so low. But obviously Kentucky's got a good defense if they held Florida to like 6 or 13 points and
Yeah.
they've been beating everybody. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the over 48.5. I don't like it very much, but I think the spread's too hard to pick, and if this game goes under, it'll be the most boring game of all time. So we're rooting for a good game here, 48.5.
I'm going to go with the most boring game of all time, under 48.5. I don't think O'Leary's going to do much at all.
It's
and
just Leary, by the
Leary, well, Dennis O'Leary. I don't think their running back's going to be able to do that good if they just key on him. So under 48.5.
I'm going to be the sucker who does it. Georgia hasn't looked good. Kentucky, that running back was so electric last week. I feel like Georgia might be due to just blow the brains off of someone. But I'm going to take Kentucky getting the 14.5.
Shout out, Nick. I hope you delivered the hell out of your packages today, pal.
Did McConkey play to start the year for Georgia? I haven't heard shit about him, and then I saw he was
I
playing
haven't
last
watched
week.
Georgia at all.
Me neither.
And they're
Yeah.
boring.
Yeah. The SEC is kind of
It's Dookie.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy to say that the best conference in football right now is no longer going to be of existence next year.
Yeah, and
which
then
is wild.
It sucks too that I feel like we might have talked about this to where there's literally 10 teams who could win it this year.
Oh yeah.
And of course the 12-team playoffs coming next year.
Yep.
And what will happen next year now is it'll go back to how it usually is, where there's 3 teams that might be able to win it.
Well, all these
Which is
star
garbage.
players are gone after this year.
Yeah.
Maybe Caleb Williams might stay.
Yeah, I don't think
There's a
that's what I
chance.
keep hearing. They're saying if he comes back to USC, they're saying he could probably make $10 million next year.
At least 5. He's making at least.
I heard he's making
3.
5, 6, 7 right now.
I believe it.
Yeah.
He'll make more there than he would in the NFL.
Yeah.
I
For
think
1 year.
I think what's going to be so interesting about next year is I'm also anxious to see how these teams eat each other alive with injuries, because we're really only going to have 4 main conferences now, and you just keep combining and smushing all these good teams together. I mean, it's going to be interesting.
So, question: NFL, what's the minimum years you have to take as a rookie? Is it 3?
I think it's
For
4.
what?
4 as a rookie?
What do you mean?
Like Caleb Williams, if he goes to the NFL next year, what's the minimum amount of years he has to sign for?
I feel like it's 4.
Rookie deals are 4, and it depends on what round you're drafted in to know how the high
they capped it.
Yeah,
Because Staff just made bank his first
yeah.
rookie deal.
Because for first rounders, that's why getting drafted in the first round versus the second round is so big, because if you're drafted in the first round, your rookie deal can be so much more than it is.
And each pick, it goes down.
Each pick
which
goes
is
down.
fucked.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Did I give a pick here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Kentucky. All right, 4th game. Number 10, Notre Dame at number 25, Louisville. Notre Dame's minus 6.5. Over under is 54.5. Notre Dame squeaked one out, didn't they, Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to pan the table here. I feel like we don't do this often, but I'm going to talk through this game with you guys.
Talk through it.
Is Louisville, I haven't watched Louisville at all.
They have a explosive offense. Jamari Thrash is good at receiver, and Jawar Jordan's really good at running back. But if you stop those two, I don't think they have anything.
Because obviously Notre Dame's got a good defense. If they could hold Ohio State 17, even though they lost, and Duke, I think, to only 13.
I mean, when you look at this spread, you know Louisville's decent because they're getting only 6.5. You would expect 14 at least.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the over 54.5 here. My initial thought is I don't know how Notre Dame can do this every week, squeaking out wins, but I also don't know Louisville enough to take them, so I'm just gonna take the over and pray for points.
I think Louisville will have a couple big plays with Thrash and Jordan.
You said the over?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to take the over 54.5 too. I think Notre Dame wins, but I think Louisville is able to score a good 21 or so points.
21. Got your do something for me.
I was gonna say Notre Dame, but God, man, they're hitting a little brutal part of the schedule.
And how often can you keep squeaking these close wins
Yeah.
out? That's the thing.
I'm gonna take them. Give me Notre Dame minus 6.5. I was thinking about taking Louisville, but I'm kind of at I don't know. Like, I feel like Notre Dame might be due to just kind of come out and.
So I think like the smart bet is like Notre Dame minus 6.5, but if you want to sprinkle just in case Louisville money line, I don't think it's dumb.
Is
No,
this
I
at home.
wouldn't hate that either.
Is
yeah.
this or not Patino? What's Louisville? It's the old Louisville coach, right? With the Ray Rice or not Ray Rice? The
Shiano?
No, that's Rutgers.
that's Rutgers.
Yeah.
Isn't this the Louisville coach when they had like Michael Bush and all that? And they were really
I'm pretty
good.
sure it is an old Louisville coach. Satterfield
Petrino.
left. He went to or no, Satterfield's their coach. Or no, he's not. He left. Where'd he go?
I think our new intern Brady's looking it up.
He went to where did Satterfield go? Who beat Pitt? Cincy. He went to Cincy.
Who didn't beat Pitt?
Yeah, that's a fact. Cincy.
Jeff
He went
Brom.
to Cincy.
So
Wait, isn't he their old quarterback?
no, Brian Brom.
That's
Close.
It's close, dude.
So I'm assuming it's his dad.
Who'd you say, Brady? What'd you take in this game?
The over.
Over. Points.
Larry Hoover.
All right, last game. I'm excited for this game.
I think this is
I'm so
A great
excited
game.
for this game.
the 12 o'clock slate. I think's the best time slot.
Yeah. Maryland at number 4 Ohio State. Ohio State's minus 20.5. Over under is 57.5.
I'm taking Maryland plus 20.5. Expect us.
I'm on Maryland too. I think they're going to put up points.
I wouldn't hate a little sprinkle here.
Oh, I know. Ohio State, like, they haven't played up to their potential, so why not take Maryland
The only thing
20 and
that
a half?
scares me is Maryland hasn't played anyone, but they've been absolutely kicking the shit out of teams.
Oh, yeah. Hemby's good.
Tua's good.
Prather's been playing pretty decent. I forget who their number one receiver is, though. I don't remember that.
They were saying Tua, which we call Tua's brother, should start getting some Heisman love as well. I was hearing that. They said if he could win this game,
If he wins this game, yeah.
he'll get Heisman love because he's been absolutely balling too. Like, he is legit.
He tore up WVU, 2 years ago?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he ruined our first day at the beach.
That was terrible.
It was trash.
Was that the first game of the year?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we literally
Yeah.
got to the beach. We're like, all right, dude, you're after COVID, Neil Brown, blah, blah, blah. And they fucking beat us.
Like,
we were like
looking
"Cool."
forward to that game for like 4 months, and then we just get fucking worked.
I got gas, bro.
Oh, Lord.
My God.
I'm taking Maryland plus 20.5 as well. We'll all
Fucking-
ride on that.
fucking gas.
Is that a lock?
I'll take it as a lock.
Okay.
I'll take it as a I'm
You want that as your big
That's
hitter?
my fucking hitter, dude.
I love that bet.
That's my hitter. I'm circling it. That's my hitter. Bang, bang, Turfans. Crab cakes in football. That's what Maryland does.
All right. Well, it's that time now. I say we're just doing a 3-teamer. Big hitter.
I'm cool with that.
We're
I'm
just
cool
doing
with
a
that.
3-teamer. Big hitter. I got my pick. You want me to go?
Well, question first. I don't know if this is allowed, but I love a former WVU player in this game. So can we like do a same game parlay with Maryland spread with Caden Prather over 32.5 receiving yards?
Depends on the app you use.
What do we use now?
I use MGM. I can't do it on MGM.
Okay, I'll pick a different one. You come up with yours.
All right. I just looked. I picked 4 games I'm adding. I'll say my 3 and then give my lock last. I'm going to take UCLA minus 3 at home versus Washington State. I'm taking Bama minus 1 at A&M. I'm taking Colorado, Arizona State over 59.5. And my lock, coming off a huge win versus Pitt, they're going to lay a big egg this week after that big-time win last week. I'm taking Florida State minus 23.5 versus Virginia Tech. They're at home. Florida State's at home, minus 23.5 versus Virginia Tech. That is my lock.
I don't hate that.
I like it. My lock is going to be in the Red River Shootout.
Okay.
I'm going to take Jatavian Sanders over 52.5. He's a tight end for Texas. He's been getting a lot of looks.
Okay. All right, so big hit of Maryland plus 20.5. Sanders over 52.5. Receiving yards, Florida State minus 23.5. 3-teamer. Sorry, Melvin. Who's Melvin?
I don't, dude. Truthfully,
know.
I'm gonna be so honest, dude. We're in week 6, and he's only come once. He's just a guest picker anymore.
Do you even count that for a full show?
I don't count that for a full show. He was a dickhead. He was on one. He was like,
Not
"Fuck you."
90% of the show he was here.
Yeah, I mean, dude, listen. I think Melvin's a guest picker at this point.
You know what else? What else I'm going to have to look at is to see if anyone had the best record the last 2 weeks. Because if so, we all owe him some money too.
True. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Unless we all just agree to just add it to the pot.
Let's do that. We'll just add it to the pot.
Okay, so it'll be
this will
be
be
15.
15 this
a
week.
piece.
I'm down.
Yeah, because Melvin's out.
Yeah. So 15. I'm fine with that.
Did he even give you picks last week?
He sent them in the group, didn't he?
Okay.
I think he did.
I
Or
wasn't
that
sure.
Or to me individually, I'm pretty sure they get picks from him.
Yeah, he sent them to you individually.
Yeah. All right. NFL.
Let's go. Say it, dude.
Are you excited over that win?
Yeah, say it, dude. I mean, am I excited to win? Yeah, but like I'm still just I think against anyone being able to come back down 28-7 with 3 minutes to go in the third is hard.
Yeah.
But like, am I excited? No. But also like I think I'm still more confused on why we're not like playing really good.
Yeah.
Honestly, like genuinely, like not even saying that as like being like a dumb fan that's like pretending. Like, I don't get how we look so bad at times and then we can just come around and play so good for 15 minutes. But yeah, dude, I'm always happy to win. We're wearing our sick white helmets with the throwback logo on them this week against the Jets. So, hey, if we win this week sitting at 2-3, it's all I can ask, dude.
So this week is a must-win.
This week's
I'm
a
going to
must
say
win.
it's a must-win because you're
For
playing,
both teams. I think it's a must-win for both teams.
You're playing the Chiefs on short rest next
Yes.
week, so that's not going to go well.
Maybe.
Never know.
I mean, dude, statistically, we always keep that game close. Statistically, we usually keep that game close.
True. Yeah.
So-
when do you guys have a first-round pick next year or this year?
Dude, I don't think we have a first-round pick until
For a couple years.
2040.
That's why it's like you guys can't even tank any year because you don't have any. So
Yeah.
that sucks.
They're being looked at right now as one of the worst teams in the NFL. From what I've
Like,
heard,
talent-wise,
people are
they're not.
thinking-
They're just
Talent-wise,
not.
they're definitely not, but people are thinking they're one of the worst teams in the NFL.
I mean,
they're looking like it, yeah.
but like that's fair.
No, it's 100% fair.
You
right
have
now.
to look
Yeah.
at them and say they're one of the worst
Yeah.
teams. I mean, they are. I think I think the Randy Gregory thing shocked me a little bit, but
Bring him
also
home.
he hasn't done anything in Denver.
Has he been playing?
He sat out basically all year last year with an injury,
Uh-huh.
and then this year he's played and truthfully hasn't played that
Yeah.
well. So he, shout out, dude. He got $70 million from Walmart. Shout out the boy.
He did.
maybe they know something that hasn't come out yet that he's failed like another drug test.
So is he just off the books? Like he's a
There-
free agent now. Like no
There's
one,
dead money.
No,
for
yeah, but
Denver.
no other team's gonna have to pay him that contract when they sign
No,
him.
No.
Like
So they
he'll
said,
get,
"Here's your money. You're done."
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I doubt he got all 70,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, that's how.
There was probably a
caught
certain
him.
amount guaranteed.
Yeah, they
he
caught
got-
him.
Yeah,
probably like 18 to 20 guaranteed.
yeah. That ain't bad.
Ain't bad.
I'd be pumped if I was him.
Oh, no
Yeah,
doubt.
dude, for sure. But all of our young dudes are playing well. Benito from Oklahoma played good. Cooper from Ohio State played good. So, I mean, I get the philosophy. Let the young guys try to
Yeah.
play. I get it. And truthfully, what the fuck do we have to lose right
Yeah.
now?
I mean, the young guys are gonna be hungrier too.
Yeah.
You know what? I hate to be this way because I don't root against the Broncos. I have no reason to. But I low key have been laughing because of all the shit that Sean Payton said about Nathaniel Hackett, and he's just literally in the same exact boat right now.
I forgot
sure.
about that.
Yeah.
For sure. No.
I mean,
Yeah. I don't disagree. I think where, and no, you didn't do this, but I think where I get pissed is where like people are trying to come out and say Sean Payton's not a good coach because he came out of retirement and he's coached 5 fucking games.
yeah.
Like there are people out there that literally are like Sean Payton is not a good coach and he's coaching bad. It's like, I don't think so, dude. I mean, it's his 5th or 4th game, or this will be his 5th, whatever it is. Like
He deserves some criticism.
100%.
I mean,
Can't blame it all on him.
no.
And dude, Russ is playing fucking good football.
He has been playing good.
I mean, so hopefully they turn it around. Like I told my buddy this past week, if the Broncos can be at 50% with like by week 10 or even week 11, and then they go on a run for those, that's kind of where my bar's at.
Just
right
stay
now.
in the mix.
Get to at least 5-5, 4-4, whatever it may be when we're in end of November or whatever, down the stretch and go on a run.
I mean, look at the Steelers last year. They were what, like 2-7 or 2-6, some shit like that, and they should have made the playoffs. So like any team can really do that.
The Steelers, and dude, the example I use is the Lions. They were 1-6.
Yeah,
the Lions were 1-6, dude. Like
you're not out of it if you're a good team.
No, and again, that's the cool part about the NFL. That's the other side of the coin, where it's like the NFL is awesome because you can have a team that's sitting at 500 week 10, week 11, go on a run, make the playoffs, and then anything can happen. So by no means am I sitting here like the season's canceled. Like,
right? Yeah.
No chance.
No console.
So is it me?
Yeah, you guys fucking stink.
Easy. Okay. So I'll say.
Why am I going to be easy? I wasn't easy on him.
Sean Payton deserves some criticism. I think in the fans' eyes this year, though, for the Steelers.
Say it, dude. You have to say it.
Tomlin's kind of playing for his job.
Amen.
Like, if you back Matt Canada right now, which he is, like, that, like, you're tying your legacy to him.
He'll go
fucking
500
sucks.
and he will keep his job. That's what he does.
Yeah, the Rooney family will be loyal, which at a point, like, you just can't be anymore. But after last week, when he was like, we're going to make some changes, and his only change was, we're going to wear pads this week. That's a joke. That's a fucking joke.
I mean, dude, I saw a good idea. Again, who knows if it would happen, but, like, why not let Big Ben be the offensive coordinator?
I saw them. That'll never happen, but, I mean, they're not going to make any change till after the season, no matter how bad Canada is.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I get it. That's kind of how it works, unfortunately.
I mean, it's a struggle right now. One week we look good, then the next we play a team that should be one of the worst in the NFL and fucking lose.
But I'm going to be honest
our defense
here.
plays awful too. Like, what the fuck?
When did you guys look good? And I don't even mean that in a bad way.
The Raiders game. Just that one.
Okay.
That's
They
it.
did look good that game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, the offense was
The
doing
defense looked good that game.
good. And
I thought
the
Pickett
offense-
played good that game.
Pickett played good that game.
Okay.
Like, well, he had 2.
And that's coming from me. He stunk besides that game.
Yeah.
He did play
Right.
good that game.
He played good that game. Surprisingly, he's going to play this week, it looks like.
He's probably scared he's going to lose his fucking job right now.
But what I'm nervous about is they're playing the Ravens, and the Ravens they're up for this game.
They're a wagon.
There's people saying you're not a Raven until you beat the Steelers. So that scares me a little bit.
I got a scenario for you. I heard this. I forget what show I was listening to. So, if the Steelers offered, let's say the Bears have the worst record in the NFL this year. They offer the Bears George Pickens, TJ Watt, and 2 first-round draft picks for the first overall pick to draft Caleb Williams. Would you do it?
No, I just don't think you can give up that much guaranteed talent with Pickens and TJ Watt.
I think
I mean, I get it.
Caleb Williams is going to be a fucking stud, I think.
I don't think
in
any
the
team
NFL.
takes that either. Unless, like, you're on the brink of being, like, a contending team right away. Like, I don't think you take that.
That is a haul to give up.
It is, but...
Yeah, but, dude, you're giving away a Band-Aid and a guy that hasn't, like, really panned out to be a wide receiver yet.
True. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, but, like, if you get Caleb Williams next year, like, he's going to throw to, what, Deontay Johnson, Calvin Austin? Like, that's...
But you have a defense. That's the thing.
You have a
For
defense,
now.
and I think you have
Hayward's old. T.J. Watt doesn't have many years left.
Band-Aid.
Our secondary isn't good.
Yeah,
I
dude.
think he's going to be really good.
Maybe you guys just
Our
suck.
linebackers are
yeah, maybe.
fill-ins, basically.
Hey, like maybe you're just as bad as we are.
Besides Alex Highsmith.
Well, maybe you're just as bad as we are.
I'm just saying, like, our window to win a championship is, like, not long.
I mean, dude, I'm ready. I'm ready for Steeler fans to fucking grow
Just
some
admit.
nuts, dude, and
Say
be
we
like,
stink.
we stink and Tomlin sucks. Like, okay, he might get you over 500, and everybody will be like, he hasn't had a losing season. But with the talent, if you look back at
You're not wrong.
with the talent he has had, and to not win a Super Bowl with Big Ben, Le'Veon Bell, AB. Who was that one ass good receiver from Clemson that they had across the side from AB? That was really good. That ended up getting in trouble.
Martavis Bryant.
Martavis Bryant,
He was
like
so good.
He was so good.
like they've had studs. And listen, I know I don't have any room to talk, but like we're not talking about the Broncos here. We're talking about the Steelers. Like, at what point is it like, hey, dude, this is on Tomlin?
You're right. A couple of those years, I will say, injuries got in the way.
Every team has injuries, dude. Every team has
You're right.
injuries.
You're right. But this year, this is on Tomlin. No matter what happens, like
I agree.
if they have a losing season, I think you should fire him. I hate to say that,
He'll
but,
go
like,
over 500 barely. They'll go like 9-8, and they'll keep his job.
Unless it's the Rooney saying we're keeping Canada. This is all on Tomlin, which
Yeah.
we will never know that.
No.
And the players are doing a good job of like saying like, "Oh no, it's not Canada's fault." Like that's what they should be saying.
Yeah, I mean, and all your points are very valid points. I guess just from an outsider that's not a Steelers fan, like I know winning and going over 500 every year is fun, but like you guys have done that for the past 20 years, and is that what you're really rooting for?
Right? I
You know?
can't disagree with that.
But I get the Steelers fans' side too. So it's tough situation.
I got one scenario for you, Ty.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Give me one.
Jerry Jones, Deion Sanders, are they still tight?
Yeah, I think so.
Uh-oh.
You think he's going to go after Shader
Dude,
when he
Jerry?
when he
No.
comes out?
No.
Okay. I mean, he's not coming out this year.
No.
You
Well,
don't. But what if Dak sucks this year? Next year's the same thing.
I think that's why they traded for Trey Lance.
Oh, I forgot they got Trey.
I always
okay.
forget he's on the team too.
Yeah.
Always.
What if Dak gets hurt and Trey Lance comes in and just balls?
Why can I not find first touchdown right now? It's really fucking me off.
I would like to see
Good time.
Trey Lance do well. I don't have any ill will towards Trey Lance. I just thought
He was put in a bad position.
he was put in a bad position because I don't know. It's hard going on a roster when you have guys behind you that also could be starting quarterbacks and then trying to perform well.
Which John Lynch saved his fucking job by hiring Kyle Shanahan. It was a good hire, and then getting Calf,
100%.
and then somehow getting Purdy too to play lights out.
yeah.
He mortgaged his future for Trey Lance, and that backfired.
Mr. Irrelevant, dog.
That's crazy.
All right, Ty, your turn.
We're them. I got nothing else to say really. No, I'm not gonna get cocky. They haven't really beaten anyone yet. 2 weeks ago, after they lost to Arizona, you would have heard a completely different thing from me. I shit on Dak. He's played great so far this year. He's only thrown one interception. It sucked. It was at a very crucial point in the game against Arizona. But he's playing well. The defense looks lights out still. Losing Trayvon Diggs obviously sucked. They do what they do every year, though. They're sucking me in like they always do. Not really else much for me to say. I mean, they're playing good football. They give Belichick biggest loss ever. That's crazy.
Really?
That is
What's
crazy.
it, 38-3 or
Yeah,
something?
38-3. They got a huge one Sunday night against San Fran. We're going to see what they're really made of.
This is your meter game.
It is.
This is the meter.
I can
Shanahan is a great coach.
he's
so.
unbelievable.
Unreal.
I will take a moral victory. They just need to go in and, like, if they lose on, like, a game-winning field goal, like, yeah, that's going to suck. But this game's kind of big in a way, too, because if the Eagles, I don't know who the Eagles play this week. Is it up there? They play the Rams. I think
Yeah.
that could be a trap
That's
game.
gonna
Actually,
be a good game. Rams are
Um,
good.
Yeah, they can't afford to fall 2 games back of the Rams. They need to stay in the hunt. I don't know, man. Team looks good. I'm happy. I really got nothing to bitch about with them. So that's really all about I got to say.
I wish I was in your shoes, man. Honestly, dude, it's been entirely too long where like I've had a Broncos team where I'm like, dude, we can really beat anybody. Like it's kind of sucks.
Steelers' saving grace is the division is just so tight. Like Burrow's playing like shit. Ravens aren't anything special, and neither are the Browns.
I know that's where I'm because like our division's playing like shit except one team. So like, and the fucking Chiefs are just
You're
beating
fucked for what, 9 more years?
ever, dude. Until Mahomes retires, he's only like 25 or 26. So at least 10 more years. I'm in hell.
All right. Yep, I'm happy. That's all I got though about them. We want to jump into the games.
And that's
This
all
is
I'm going to say
fucking
about
me
that.
off, dude. I'm just looking for first touchdowns.
Oh, you
And
just
it's not
fucked
popping
off.
up.
Well, quit using
Yeah.
that goddamn app.
You want to know about this app I've been using? I'm not going to show you. I'll read it out loud though. So I've never logged into the MGM rewards before.
Okay.
So I did it last night just for shits and giggles. So I go in there just to look like there's a thing that said offers. So I went in and looked at it for me. I have so many comped nights to rooms in Vegas right now.
What?
I get 3 comp nights to MGM Grand, 2 comp nights to Mandalay Bay, 2 comp nights to Delano, Las Vegas.
Wait.
4 comp nights to the Luxor, 4 comp nights to Excalibur.
Are we going to do a podcast in Las Vegas?
Yeah, dude. Ty, you're holding back on us, bro.
I have comped nights in Las
That
Vegas
would be
right
amazing.
Dude, so are we going to Vegas for the tourney or what, dude?
now. The only problem is I'll have a child that's only about 2 months old.
We'll take your comp nights.
Yeah, fine. Fine, dude.
So I was like, holy shit, like I really have so much stuff. And the thing is, I was looking at like, at casinos, how there's like tiers, like you get one of those cards with like the free play and stuff, and there's different tiers for like you bet more, you get like the highest tier, stuff like
Yeah.
that. I'm still only the lowest tier. And I got so many fucking things with MGM.
Dude, so whoever comes in first this year gets all the comp nights.
I
So
like
I'm
that.
like, fuck, no, I shouldn't have looked because now I do want to go to Vegas.
Yeah, dude.
So,
Well,
Bears
rest in
are a
peace.
lock tonight.
Rest in peace.
Bears are a lock tonight.
I do like the Bears.
Dick
Dick
Butkus.
Butkus died.
Oh.
Rest in peace.
They're a lock.
Well, what was the spread?
6.5.
They're getting 6.5.
I do like the Bears.
Okay. All right. Let's hop into the games.
All right. I'm so excited for
Do we
you.
got to do a speed round for you?
I got probably 15 minutes. As long as I'm there by 7:30, I got to go try to win like 15 grand tonight. So,
Fuck yeah.
all right. Jaguars versus Bills in London.
London!
Bills are -5.5. Over under is 48.5.
Jags have been in London all week. Bills will have jet lag. I'm taking the Jags plus 5.5.
That's their second home.
It's their
I'm in
second
too.
home.
I'm in on the Jags. I'm saying it now.
I'm going with my first pick. But these games typically go the opposite way in London. I'm going to go over 48.5. I'm going against the grain.
I like it. You gritty motherfucker, you.
All right, next game. Ravens at the Steelers. Ravens
Wait,
are
wait, sorry. You took the Jags.
Yeah, I took
My
the
fault.
Jags. Got to in London. That's
My fault.
like their second home.
Yeah, that's where they're going to be.
Right? Ravens at Steelers. Ravens -4. Over under is 38. I know what I like. I'll just say it. I like the under. I'm taking the under in this game.
Dude, like this game's so hard for me because like the obvious pick is Baltimore -4. You know what? I'm just going to take the Ravens -4. I'm not even going to look
Don't
into
think
it.
too much.
These games are always close. I don't care
He's
who's
taking the Steelers.
playing for the Steelers. I'll take the field goal +1. Give me Steelers +4. Under 38's a good bet too.
Yeah, I love that under. All right, Eagles at the Rams. Eagles are -4.5. Over under is 50.5. I was just saying this is a trap game. So,
And I've only seen it one place on the Pat McAfee show, but it's rumored that Stafford is officially on season 2 of QB. And I also think that
he's beat up right now.
is he beat up?
Yeah, he is beat up. That's the only thing that scares me about this game. Also, I think Embiid's a pussy for this
Yeah, fucking Embiid.
Wait, why is he a pussy?
because he should go play for Cameroon, or they said he could play for Cameroon, France, or USA.
They let
Like, I'm
these
happy
players go
USA is going to
anywhere.
be loaded, but like he's just jumping on the bandwagon because LeBron's putting this Avengers team together. So it kind of made me mad, and I hate Joel Embiid. So
I get
sorry.
it.
Go
No,
ahead.
it's all right, man. It's all right, dude. You have a right to voice your opinion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Eagles -4.5. I know this is a trap game. I don't know if Stafford really is beat up. That's only a touchdown. And I mean, I know the over looks yeah.
Does
I'm s-
anyone else love Puka Nakua?
Yeah, he's
I
fine.
love
mean,
that
you
man.
can't not like him.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Cooper is coming back, but he's probably got another.
I don't know if
2
he's playing
weeks.
this week or not.
He's probably got another week or
Yeah.
2. I'm going to take the Rams +4.5. Stafford's always banged up a little bit as long as his shoulder's
always hurt.
okay. I'm taking the Rams. Williams is good at running back. Atwell, Pua, Nakua, stud.
Puka.
I'm
Puka
taking the
Nakua.
Rams.
Puka
Yeah, I
Nakua.
don't know if I said it already, but I'm on the Rams +4.5 as well. I said this is a trap game, so I got to ride with it. Only thing I'm concerned about is Stafford is beat up. He had like something wrong with his hip last week. He toughed out a victory, which I wasn't happy about. You want to know the sick part about it? So we did our group parlay. I had a $50 free bet. It's a 6-teamer. I put it. One of our group members' picks was the Colts. Colts lost in overtime. That's the one we missed. You want to know
Ouch.
how much I would have won?
50, 16 parlay, at least $3,000.
1,900.
Fuck. That's a lot
Lost
of
in
money.
overtime. It was tough. It was
A lot
tough.
of money.
All right. Chiefs at the Vikings. Chiefs are -4. Over/under is 52.5.
Wow, this is the Netflix QB Bowl here. I don't know what time this game's at. I know
425.
Oh God, prime time.
I'm taking the Chiefs -4s. And that's all I'm going to say on that.
I just looked up the time, so that does make me nervous, but I'm still taking Vikings +4. Kirk's been playing really good this year. They're going to turn it on. I'm taking the Vikings.
I'm taking the over. Give me the over 52
That's
and a
a
half.
good pick, too.
Yeah, these overs. I feel like every Minnesota game's in the 50s with their over-unders. I think a lot of points in this one, back and forth. I don't hate that Vikings pick. I don't hate the Chiefs pick. I think it could be just literally whoever has the ball left scores a touchdown, and that's the cover. So give me the over.
Over.
All right, last game, Cowboys at the 49ers. 49ers are -3.5. Over/under is 45.
I ride with my guys. I'm taking the Cowboys +3.5 here. I'm riding with my guys.
Yeah, I'm taking it too because of the hook. That's the main reason I'm taking it.
What are you taking?
I like the boys +3.5 because of the hook is the reason I am mainly taking it though.
I'm taking the over 45. I think that's kind of low for this game. Both offensives,
Both good defenses though too.
good defense, but I think there's going to be points in this game, so give me the over 45.
I like it.
45. Okay. All right, we got a couple minutes still. That's all our NFL picks. We're good on time. Anything to close out, Brady? You're really stressing about this Logan Paul.
Dylan Dance is not
fight.
fucking fighting. He gave you a little hint of it earlier with his tweet,
He did.
and then he backed off of it once Mike Perry put out a video saying, "I'm in, baby."
Yeah.
He's not fucking fighting. There's no way.
He can't back out this.
He's
Close,
gonna
can he?
back out and go to fucking like Bellator if they don't declare bankruptcy or whatever.
I saw a video the other day Logan put up. I know it's only just like him hyping himself up with him like throwing punches. Like, you know how Jake puts up those videos? Logan looked fucking good. I know he's only hitting punching bags and shit, but he looked good.
He's huge.
Dude, he's so big.
Like Logan Paul is a massive individual,
he is.
dude. But yeah, dude, I listen. I've always been a Dylan Dennis hater. All he does is run his mouth. But I'm kind of in the camp with you. It's like the fight's next week. Like
Yeah.
there's no way he can back out now. And if he does back out now, not a soul will ever take him seriously
They can't.
ever again.
Yeah, they can't.
So like I feel like Yeah, it's probably nerve-wracking, a chance to lose to Logan Paul, but I think what's more nerve-wracking is just getting shunned from the fighting community.
Just get that bag, dude. Just get your ass kicked, and just get the bag.
Yeah,
he
fuck it.
already got his bag. You see how many followers he has now?
Oh yeah,
He
yeah,
at least
over a
tripled
million.
his.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
he's a jujitsu guy, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
That doesn't translate.
it doesn't.
He's gonna get worked. He knows it. He's not fighting. Mike Perry's gonna fight. That's who everyone should want to see fight because that's gonna be a brawl.
Dude, if Mike Perry fights Logan Paul, I'm 1,000% watching that fight. I don't know if I'm going to watch Dylan and Logan
I want to
fight,
see
truthfully.
KSI Tommy Fury. I want to see Tommy Fury absolutely work.
Is
him.
that the undercard on
No,
that?
they're the main event.
Oh, that's right. I might watch it.
Wait,
then.
who's
Yeah.
the main event?
KSI Tommy Fury,
That's a joke.
and they're the fight right before.
I mean, they're the main event, but
It's the prime.
it's
card.
just because Fury's an actual fighter.
Yeah, I think he's absolutely gonna work KSI too, and I'm kind of excited.
I mean,
to see
there's
that.
no chance KSI has. He looks so much smaller.
unless he lands something lucky.
Dude, and
I think
his
he throws hard.
his shit talk is so corny, dude.
Oh, it's so bad.
It's so
Yeah,
bad.
it's so bad.
like every time I see a video, I'm just like, oh, and like you can tell he thinks he's saying
Yeah.
such good stuff. I'm like, dude, like just relax a
Yeah.
little bit. But also, I just want to give a shout out to John Fury, just cause
just because he's
he's
awesome.
the best, dude. He's the best.
So we got that. What is that? Next Saturday? Is that
Next Saturday, yeah.
The wedding.
Yep, your wedding will be going on.
It'll be over by then. By the time they
Yeah,
fight.
that probably won't start till what 10. They're not overseas,
probably
are
like
they?
10:30.
I think so, right? Isn't it in London?
London.
The fight's in London. You might be right.
I believe it's but KSI and Tommy are both.
So
from
when
over
is
there.
it during the day then?
Oh yeah, maybe
That's what
I'm
I'm
wrong.
saying.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know what time it starts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
London.
I got nothing else though. Hockey and hoops is right around the corner. I'm excited for that.
Oh, speaking of hoops, I'm excited that the Big 12 might go to 20 conference games in basketball starting next year, the year after.
just
They're-
because of more teams
yeah,
coming.
they
Okay.
think they're going to eliminate a lot of the which I'm for. I mean, when you have all those, I mean, it'll be like this in every conference, but when you have all those talented teams in one conference, it's kind of like, I would like to see them
Mhm.
play more teams. And then I saw something too that they're thinking about doing a preseason tournament too.
I'd like that. I mean, it's a good idea to schedule more games because basketball has like the quad 1, quad
Yeah.
2 wins.
Yeah.
But you're going to see some bad records in the tournament. People are going to be pissed.
People are going to be pissed, but they're all going to be quad ones.
Yeah.
Which,
They're
Yeah.
they're going to have like 20 to 30 quad 1 games.
yeah.
It's all about the money.
Money.
So-
Shout out Jose Perez.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Dude, hey,
Hope you do well, I guess.
hey, just go to class.
Wait, he got
Well-
kicked off the team?
Essentially, yeah.
So
Oh, I didn't see
like
that.
he got his undergraduate degree and then it never came out like what actually happened.
Yeah.
But Eilert was just like, he's done, not going to say anything else about it. But there were some rumors that shit was going on,
Oh,
but like nothing official came out
I
yet.
didn't see that. No.
Oh, yeah. And just keeping it on sports, NASCAR's doing the Chicago Street Race again next year, which I'm very excited about because that was exhilarating.
Was it sick?
Oh, dude, it was exhilarating
Yeah.
to watch. So, yeah. Yeah, and shout out the NASCAR playoffs, another elimination round, the Roval. It's the game. That's the race I went to last year.
Is C Bell still in?
See, Bell's still in, baby. He's battling.
How about the 4-car?
No.
Fuck.
No.
Great career.
Yeah.
4.
Great career,
Who's
Harvick.
4?
Kevin Harvick.
That's my boy.
Is he done?
This is his last year race. I mean,
Yeah.
he'll race, but he's not in like the playoff
Okay.
battles.
That's my boy.
What? Wait, just this year or just forever?
He's old. He's
yeah,
done.
he's old. He's
Yeah.
he's retiring after. this
Okay,
year.
so he's semi-retiring.
No, he'll be
No.
retired.
Yeah.
Oh,
Once,
he's not racing anymore.
no. Once this racing season's done, he's
Like he
done.
won't be
Oh,
doing like
okay.
NASCAR racing anymore.
Okay, just
Yeah.
like fun.
I'm
Yeah.
sure he'll still do other shit.
Oh
but
yeah, for sure. But yeah, go Broncos, dude. Follow me on Instagram at Juice Fisherman. Make sure to subscribe to the Juice Box podcast.
Dude, you're back
YouTube.
on X.
Dude, I know, but like I don't really want people to follow me. I kind of like not having followers, and I can just say what I want because
Yeah,
nobody
I
gives a
feel ya.
fuck. And prayers for Big Cat. I hope he survives the Swifty Army. Thanks.
Oh, he's getting crushed.
Follow me on Twitter, Brady_21_. Fire
X.
Canada.
It's X.
Fire Canada.
God damn it, say X.
I,
Follow you on
I
X.
haven't updated my app yet, so it's still Twitter to me.
X and I almost said X and Twitter. X and Instagram at TylerJoe24_ at TylerJoe24_. We are looking for a new intern. Let us know. Peace out.
Apply online.